And Dr. Stephen Ringler with Center for Aesthetics and Plastic Surgery joins us to explain how Ultherapy works. Now, this is a very interesting concept to a facelift.
Yeah, Ultherapy is different than a facelift. I've been doing facelift surgery for over 20 years, and there are many patients who don't want the downtime of a facelift or who don't want the cost of a facelift, and Ultherapy is a very good alternative for them.
And so what's involved?
What Ultherapy is it uses ultrasound technology, and which has been used safely for imaging for many years. And the ultrasound, we can not only see the tissue that we're treating, but it allows us to focus ultrasonic energy in the tissue and stimulate collagen. So through the body's own natural restorative properties, you generate new collagen, and it actually lifts and tightens the facial tissue without the downtime of a facelift.
Do you do this in one sitting? Do you have to do several treatments?
It's done in one sitting. It's a 30 to 45 minute procedure done in my office, and typically you expect the results to develop over the course of about 2 to 3 months.
So it's not something that you're going to see instantaneously, but...
You do see some initial improvement because of some of the thermal effect, the heating effect of the tissues, and patients often see something early on. And I've had many patients who've reported seeing some early results even in 3 to 4 weeks. And patients are very excited about this technology.
Does it have the same results as a facelift, or is it a little bit more of a natural look? Or
well, there are all sorts of facelifts, and my preferred technique for facelift is called a max lift, which is a short incision facelift, minimal downtime, which gives a patient a very natural result. What Ulthera does is Ulthera still lifts the tissue. It will lift the jowl, it will elevate the brow, it will tighten up the neck. It's not going to maybe be as drastic as a facelift, but it's still a very nice technique for patients who maybe aren't ready for a facelift, and even in patients who've already had a facelift and have lost some of the effect with continued aging. It's a great technique for retreating a patient so they don't have to go back and have another facelift.
Right, because I say once you have one facelift, you will probably have to have consecutive ones. Now, is this something that's affordable?
It is affordable. It's much less expensive than a facelift, and one of the exciting things about it is that if you do repeat the treatment, maybe 2 or 3 years down the road, that new collagen that's been formed from the treatment is actually more sensitive to the ultrasound stimulation, and so it will actually improve the result.
Now, what is the difference between the Ultherapy price and a regular facelift?
Well, it depends on where you are, but facelifts can range in price anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 depending what's being done. With Ultherapy, typically the price is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,000 to $3,000 if you're doing the full face.
Thanks, Dr. Ringler. If you'd like to learn more about Ultherapy, just log on to WCZM13.com.